Hey everyone, welcome back to History Hounds and Happy Campers. Today it's just me and the big girl. Mom is back at the rig taking a breather, so Lou and I decided to head out with my sister and her kids on a scouting mission into one of the weirdest landscapes in California. We are standing in the Red Hills Recreation Area. If you've ever driven Highway 120 towards Yosemite, you've seen this place, a jagged, rusty, moon-like expanse near Chinese Camp. It's 7,000 acres of alien terrain, and for a movie buff like me, it's basically hallowed ground. At 8 months old, Lou is officially in her teenage explorer phase. She's tall, she's leggy, and she's ready to sniff out some cinematic history. Before we get into the movies, we have to talk about the dirt. Look at Lou's paws. They're already turning a rusty orange. This is serpentine soil, California's state rock. But here's the thing, serpentine is actually toxic to most life. It's packed with heavy metals like iron and magnesium, but lacks the nutrients plants need to thrive. That's why you don't see giant oaks or lush green grass here. Instead, you get these stunted, ghostly, gray pines and rare wildflowers that grow nowhere else on Earth. It feels desolate, but for the history hounds, that lack of brush means you can see the little layers of time and the scars of the gold rush. The Hollywood History, Hill Valley, 1885. Now, here's why this place looks so familiar. If you're a fan of Back to the Future Part 3, you've seen these hills before. In 1989, Hollywood descended on this exact spot to build the 1885 version of Hill Valley. Right here in the Red Hills, they built a massive full-scale town. They had the blacksmith shop, the saloon, and the iconic clock tower before the clock was installed, of course. Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd spent months right here where Lewis is currently sniffing a lizard hole.
Wait, didn't they film that at Railtown?
It was built here because the Red Hills provided that perfect, wide-open, Old West look without any modern power lines in the distance. Sadly, you won't see the buildings today. After filming wrapped, the set stood for a few years, but in 1996, a lightning strike ignited a fire that swept through the Red Hills and burned the entire town of Hill Valley to the ground. All that's left now are flat clearings and the memories of the 88 miles per hour. We're hiking the old stagecoach loop. It's a bit of a scramble. The rock is shaly and loose, but Lou is handling it like a pro. At 8 months, she's finally getting her mountain legs. And one thing to note for fellow dog owners, the Red Hills are a heat trap. Because the rocks are so dark and the trees are so thin, it gets hot here fast. There is zero water. I've got 2 liters in my pack just for Lua. She's already demanding a refill. Watching her stand on a ridge overlooking the valley, she looks like she belongs in a western. She's got that Great Pyrenees guardian gaze, scanning the horizons for outlaws, or maybe just a stray cow. We're heading back to the trailhead. My boots are orange, Lua looks like she's had a rust bath, and we're both ready for some shade. Whether you're here for some rare serpentine plants, the gold rush history of nearby Chinese camp, or to walk in the footsteps of Marty McFly, the Red Hills are a must-see for any happy camper passing through Tuolumne County. There is a big open parking lot for the south side entrance that takes you past the Chimera House, which was an old stagecoach stop ruins. The northern side is a couple turnouts that only a few cars can park at, so don't bring your rig to that side. Leave it at a campground.
Me and Lou are at the Red Hills.
the Red Hills, and we're having our lunch. We are over here by the creek. She's eating the grass.
Thanks for riding with the pack today. Keep your history deep and your trails happy. We'll see you on the next ridge.